All right, hey everyone, welcome back to the third week of Frontlines Real Estate. My name is Mike Smith, owner, agent for Phoenix Native Properties LLC here in Phoenix. Joined again by my cohort Jill. Hey
Hello.
Jill.
Hi.
So hope everybody's having a great week. Big kudos, by the way, to all the doctors and nurses out there frontlining it for real. Also the moms and dads out there doing work and homeschooling at the same time. I know my wife is going crazy right now with the school homeschooling stuff. So anyways, big kudos to everybody that's powering through all this, and hopefully we'll be out of this thing here soon. So Jill, tell us what's going on this week.
Interest rates are still amazingly low for mortgages. One of the things that I'm starting to see a bit more questions on is clients coming and saying, "Hey, I want to refinance, but we're a little bit concerned about what's going to happen. There's all this uncertainty, and their jobs are secure, but they're like, what if something happens? We have a savings account, but we'd like to have a little bit more of a nest egg just to feel safer during this time." So I've been running a lot of options for clients just on a cash out refi basis, where we're getting some cash out, some equity out for them just to put in the savings account. And because of where rates are at, their rate is lowering. They're getting this cash out, and their payment for the most part is either the same or a little bit less. So every situation is a little bit different, obviously, but something new that I am seeing start to emerge and is making a tremendous amount of sense for some families.
Yeah, absolutely. So you mentioned to me earlier, though, it's got an interesting back end to that loan too, right? Like the buyer can actually, or the refier can actually pay it back and lower the payment again, recast the payment.
Yeah. So it's kind of the best of both worlds, right? So you get the cash out, you put it in savings, and you feel just a bit safer about what's going on. Flash forward however many months, and you're like, you know what? I don't need the money anymore, and I really don't want to be paying interest on it. You can do a principal reduction payment. So essentially, instead of paying interest on that money, you're giving it back to the bank, paying the loan down. And then at the same time, you can ask the bank to recast the payment. So they basically take that new lower interest rate and that stays the same, but they now base it off of the lower balance. So your mortgage payment is going down even further. And you've had that money sitting in, kind of sitting aside and helping you feel a bit safer at night until everything, comes back to normal.
Cool. Sleep a little easier at night, right? Security, good deal. That's awesome. That sounds like a great plan. Okay, so on my end of things, interesting this week. So last week we had 11,490 active listings in Maricopa County. This week we had 14,274. So we're up 20% in active listings. So that's an interesting trend we're going to have to keep an eye out on. Average days on market was 80 days, but that seems high, but it covers a huge spectrum of prices, even $20 million listings in PV that have been on the market for 2 years. So that skews that a little bit, but we'll keep an eye on that and see what happens for inventory. But we're up 20%. Properties under contract, 8,000 last week, almost 9,800 this week. So up 18%. So as inventory has gone up 20%, listings under contract are up 18%. So that's a good sign. So buyers are still buying, even though inventory is going up. So average 7-day close, 1,634. Up from 1,200 last week, so up 25%. So still a good trend. Average list price, 400,000 this week, 405 last week. So average list price down just slightly. Sold price 380 last week, 364, 365 this week. So that's down just a little bit too. So that's kind of that's the gist. It's prices have definitely gone down just a little bit. Inventory is creeping up. So we'll definitely keep an eye on what's going on with that. Real quick on showings. I do this every week, struggle with my screen share. This is right, we're all getting to know the Zoom a little bit here, right? So check this out, guys. Look at our showings. Look at this trend line. So we're awesome here back, and then our NBA and baseball, boo, shut down. But now we're way, way, way down. Look at this trend in the last 2 weeks. Boom, 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 boom. So we're down almost 45% 2 weeks ago from last year. Now we're only down 20%. And you can see this trend line definitely going in a good direction. So good sign there. Thanks guys again for joining us. and we'll see you back here again next week. If you want to visit my website too anytime, guys, it's phoenixnative.com, super easy to find. You can get in contact with me there or through Facebook. And you can always find Jill on Facebook too, or reach out to me and I'll give you her information. So thanks, guys. We will see you
Next week.
next week.
Same time, same place.
Yep, absolutely.